Hello everybody and welcome back to What's the Logic in That? We're a weekly podcast that discusses randomly selected topics from a spin wheel. Some of the topics we discuss are community suggested. If you'd like us to discuss one of your topics, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section of our YouTube VOD, or if you're listening to one of our other streaming platforms, that's SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, then contact us on our social media, that's Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Mr. Dean, how are you today?
I'm feeling good. It's the first time doing a pod on a Saturday. I think that's correct, right? Yeah.
It is.
It feels good to do it in the middle of the day rather than in the evening after a draining day going through all the work
I feel like I've got
nonsense.
so much more energy, yeah.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels nice and relaxing. Yeah, I've just actually finished my coffee. That's a shame.
Oh really, really? Oh dear. Am I about like halfway through? It's got to that point where it's just like perfect, where it's not too hot, but it's like not too cold. It's just perfect. That's how I love my coffee.
But
go on, how was your week? How's your week been?
the week has been very long. So many tasks to go through. I don't even know how to prioritize them. So many things I'm thinking about, but getting there. Now it's the weekend. I don't have to think about it until Monday. But hopefully it should all just go away. Sleep underneath the carpet for now because everyone's going to go holiday. No one's going to care. Then January I'm going to pretend like I didn't know anything. Then the user's going to repeat the same issues. Then it's going to keep going until next December.
Perfect, yes. Year-long issues, it's all good.
Yeah,
I think I'm pretty much in the same boat. The pre-Christmas rush is starting to sort of kick in now. Everything's a bit manic, but sort of dealing with it as best as I can. I normally have one list of things that I prioritise to go through. I left that at home, so I made another list, and now both of them are full of different things, so it's going to become one mega list on Monday. I want to try and get through as much as possible. So we'll see how that goes, yeah. What about the spin wheel? What's on there today?
Oh, let's have a look.
Coffee break time.
I'm going to take a fake sip anyway.
Yes, I love doing that.
I just want to feel a part of everything.
Take the old fake sip. Okay, topic number 1 of today. Which sci-fi universe would you be part of given the choice? From Mr. Stephen Groom.
Stevie G.
Stevie G. So, which sci-fi universe would I be a part of? I'd be a part of the one we're living in now. It's crazy enough as it is.
Oh god. You know what? That's kind of true. We have a lot of sci-fi going on in our world, don't we?
Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff that's not really explainable is happening right now across the globe. And I mean, what can we really do about it? I'd like to get away from it, I guess. So maybe I would pick another universe. But the thing is, you can't really. If you look at like the Marvel Cinematic Universe or just Marvel Universe in general, then would you really want to be part of that as a civilian?
Is it typically sci-fi? I mean, well, there are sci-fi. Yeah, as a civilian, you just. Because, yeah, to be honest, it's like, oh, yeah, what sci-fi universe would you like to be part of? But it's not necessarily that you're one of the better people in that universe.
It doesn't mean that you're going to be a superhero.
You're just an average person. You're the same John Smith or Jane Doe from this world there. It's just like, oh, someone's doing the same job there, but I'm using different interfaces. Alright, cool.
Exactly. So where would you what would actually benefit you from going to there? Then I guess that's the real question.
I guess maybe not even a benefit, but maybe the world of Ghost in the Shell.
The future.
Yeah. Rather than like outer space, like Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Farscape, all the others I missed, Star Wars, Andromeda.
So basically, a futuristic sort of cyberpunky type of world.
Yeah, because I feel like unless the question was specifically like I was going to be a main character, it's like I'd like to be in Star Wars. Do I get to be a Jedi? No. Am I a stormtrooper who like realizes the truth? No. Am I a leader of the evil side? No. I'm just a grunt or whatever. So,
just some rando on Tatooine.
So I'm a grunt. I'm a stormtrooper in like the old school one, so let's say 4, 5 and 6. I have a blaster and I know I can't aim, which means I'm going to die. Really, do I want to be that? I mean, technically they were clones, but yeah.
No, stormtroopers weren't.
The originals.
No, they weren't.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it's just the clone troopers from the first.
I thought they were the same until like the First Order.
No, I'm pretty sure they weren't.
They weren't.
Clones. Yeah.
At least I don't know. Because I know they use, what's his name? Is it Django?
These are gonna make it very but that was for the clone army, not
Django
for the
Fett was
stormtroopers.
cloned for the clone army, but wasn't the clone army used as stormtroopers next?
I don't think so. Were stormtroopers clones? Aside from a few, as I saw, the vast majority of stormtroopers were. Oh, they were Fett clones.
So they're all Django Fett's, yeah.
Oh
And
my
Boba Fett's a
God.
clone of Django anyway, isn't it? Also, I don't know if that's true. He's meant to be little bounty hunter.
Little bounty hunter.
It's-
Wow, so I've just made a lot of people very unhappy by saying that stormtroopers weren't clones.
Yeah, I think they're all clones. It's just that some of the actors were different heights and stuff, but the three, I think, they're all Django Fett, basically.
I guess
So yeah,
that does make
I
sense.
couldn't be one of them with a gun. I guess they kept making the clone army because where the clones were made wasn't technically destroyed. I guess it was just there. I mean, I'm going by films, so I don't know Star Wars lore, but from film lore, it was like Obi-Wan left there, and that was it. Nothing was actually done. The Jedi Council didn't go and shut it down or something. Because they used the clone army themselves.
Yeah.
And then the Order came in, and turned against them. So, yeah. So I guess I couldn't be a stormtrooper if people are going to be technical. But if I was one, I wouldn't be able to aim. So it'd be kind of shitty. If I was one of those grunts as well, it's like, let's get force chokes. I made a mistake. It's like, yeah, great.
Mate, if I was in the Star Wars universe, I'd be on Earth, and I'd be none the wiser that any of it was happening.
Because
it was
galaxy
far, far away, a long time ago, So,
yeah.
I guess technically, our universe could totally exist with. I mean, we could already be within that sci-fi universe.
Yeah. That's true.
You never know.
I mean, talking about future stuff, what Ghost in the Shell, and maybe it's a weird one. Not what is it called again? Deus Ex. That sort of future seems. It's not too bad. It's kind of more normal.
Yeah, that's like something that's within our within the next 20 years of our actual evolution.
Yeah, because like, with every sci-fi you think of, unless I'm a prisoner or something, or a main character in what's going on, then my life's gonna be pretty much normal. So I don't even know which one I would like to be in, unless there was like some food I liked. Actually, yeah, I'll be in Star Wars. I want that blue milk.
You want blue milk? Yeah, you can get blue milk at Disneyland right now.
Yeah, it's just food colouring.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, it tastes more creamy. Is it because of the gravity? I don't know. The hell?
Who knows? Let's go and milk some large animals' nipples and see if we can discover it for ourselves.
Oh,
I wonder if you fed an animal food colouring, whether their milk would end up blue.
Their pigment might change, to be honest. I don't know if that's true.
What's the biggest animal you can think of that gives milk?
Oh, blue whale, isn't it?
What?
Their calves drink milk.
Do they really?
They're mammals, yeah. Check it.
Blue whale milk.
I'm sure they have milk.
Blue whale milk. Blue
I think
whale
the blue whale is the
milk.
biggest mammal on Earth anyway. Biggest
Oh
mammal
my god.
biggest mammal that's existed, right?
They got nipples that are 1.5 meters long.
I want to live in a world where we milk blue whales, and they can breathe on land. They don't
200
swim.
litres of milk per day.
They don't swim through the ocean. They sail in the skies.
Well, I've gone down a very dark path here. I'm looking at a Quora article now about why we don't drink blue whale milk.
Or is it too potent?
It's too much fat.
Too much fat.
It's up to 50% fat.
And I can't make cheese out of it.
Oh, you could do blue whale milk cheese.
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese from a blue whale.
Whale cheese. What is this?
I'm
Is
sure
this
it's
a real
possible.
thing?
If you were able to, you can make cheese from any sort of milk because it's all about the fats right?
What does whale milk cheese taste like? Why is this something I've never had to look at before? No, nobody's answered this question. Tell me.
Well, I don't think anyone's actually milked one.
How would you even try?
How would you try? Unethical ways. Captivity, if there's one. There's no blue whales in captivity. True. There's only, orcas and stuff, so you'd have to get a normal whale, I guess. I guess you go with orca milk.
Orca milk. That's not a bad idea. How do we get one, Dean? Where do we get one from?
What we do is we get a job at SeaWorld, or whatever it's called.
we get a job at SeaWorld.
What's it called? That documentary?
SeaWorld, isn't it? Sea
What's
Park,
that documentary
SeaWorld.
called again? Is it Black something? It's a black fish, I don't know. Can't remember. It's about that incident with the walkers. I'm sure we can just get a dolphin.
Right, yeah, true. Let's go milk a dolphin.
Yeah. they
Dolphin
get taught
milk
to do
iced
tricks.
tea.
I'm sure they get taught. I mean,
Dolphin boba.
Unethical, I'm gonna say it. They get taught to do tricks and stuff, so they get used to humans, so they trust humans. Take it out of the water for a few minutes. You can't move. Milk it, throw it back in. That's very unethical, but that's only one way to do it.
Right, so what we need to find... How can we buy a dolphin?
Buy a dolphin? We just buy like a closing down park or something, and then we sell it in a free.
One of these things sounds a lot more expensive than it has to be.
I don't think it needs to be that expensive.
What, you just said buy a closing down sea parks?
Yeah, we're just going to demolish it or something, but we're just going to hide under the dolphins first.
Yeah, but I'm sure we could probably buy a dolphin from the deep web.
We can just steal one. From
Oh
the
yeah,
ocean.
that's true as well. We could just go out into the ocean and just take one.
I don't think all the dolphins are tracked and tagged. I mean, we're going to get David Attenborough. Oh, actually, watch the dolphins coming up too. Who the fuck? Oh no! What's the logic in that? They're taking the dolphin.
They've taken a dolphin onto their boat.
And
as we see these scavengers brutally attack this dolphin for its milk.
And all the complaints to BBC. Why didn't you intervene? This is the wild.
It was international waters.
We can't intervene in these natural things that happen.
It's a naturally occurring event. Every 100 years,
yes,
Dean and Tom collect a dolphin for its milk.
Yes. Then they released it safely.
They released it safely once it was captured and milked. And then they sold its milk as ice cream and cheese.
Mm.
Well, because you can get breast milk, like human breast milk ice cream and stuff.
Yeah, any sort of milk you can make this stuff out of.
So we could totally just like milk a dolphin for ice cream.
And for those who are listening, I know we've gone away from sci-fi, but imagine the possibilities. All the creatures in these sci-fi universes with milk. This is where we're going. We're making a cheese business with all these sci-fi creatures.
Yes, I love this because we've instantly monopolised the idea and gone to let's try and make money in the sci-fi universe rather than let's live in a sci-fi universe because it's cool.
Yeah, we're going to make money out of it. We're going to make cheese. We're going to bring like some steaks.
Yes. Oh my god, we could breed some intergalactic dolphin for its milk and make cheese and dolphin steaks.
Yes. And I'm sure there's a beast that no one likes that is dangerous to all other beings. We'll find a way to get rid of it, hence culling it, protecting other species, and then we don't waste the meat or the produce, we just tame them.
We have solved the intergalactic food crisis.
We are bounty milkers.
Bounty milkers. Can we create a clone army of bounty milkers?
Yeah. They're all going to be wearing the WTLIT hoodies, as you can see behind me, if anyone can see. Got one of those there. Then the generals will be wearing the WTLIT writing.
Yeah, it's a ranking system. Mm-hmm. The higher you are, the bigger the logo on your chest.
Yep, and the different colours that you have.
Yes, exactly. And if you don't wear one at all, then you're just a scrub.
Yeah. If you're wondering what we're going to use to combat those sci-fi creatures, well, our original Mooba cow is going to be trained to an elite.
Mate, there we go. And we
cows to fight aliens.
And we brought it back to Mooba once again, and then we can transport the milk on the cow, and then at the other side we have a milking station for the cow itself.
Yes. So,
and I guess because we can be agnostic to the animals here, right? Because it doesn't matter what kind of animal it is now, because we're just milk farmers. So
yes.
Mooba can expand into different animals. Mooba water for dolphins.
Yes.
You just put a saddle on the back of a dolphin, and then you can eat its meat after.
Yeah. If you're wondering where we're getting our funding, we are a subcategory with funding from Uber and funding from Elon Musk.
Yeah. Elon Musk has specifically given us $10 trillion to farm dolphin milk.
Yes. So as you'll be wearing our uniform, you'll have a Tesla belt as well.
Ah, yes, of course. Of course. It's an autonomous dolphin as well. He's implemented a brain chip, a Neuralink into the dolphin so that it can actually be told where to go. This is the way.
This is the way forward. So yeah, what sci-fi universe? All of them, because we are bounty milkers.
Yeah, we can skip between different sci-fi universes at a whim to milk new animals. Yes. Okay, topic number 2. What's it going to be? Let us see. I've almost finished my coffee.
Mine's still empty.
Oh, mine is still empty. What? Okay, I'm ready. Let's see. Who do you go out of your way to be nice to? Nobody.
So when I first saw this, I thought it'd be a straight answer, but actually, as I'm thinking about it now, it's a bit deeper because it's like it has 2 meanings really. You really like this person, so you're being nice to them, especially, or you don't like them, so you have to go out of your way to be nice to them.
Okay, I'm gonna give a straight list here. Clients, old people, kids.
Wow. I like that list.
If you're not in one of those 3 categories, then I ain't being nice to you for no reason.
I don't think old people's up there for me. I feel like if they don't treat me with respect, I don't care about age.
Well, when I said old people, I meant like, how do I say this without sounding ageist?
Is that a thing?
If they're a dick to me, then I don't really care. I'll just walk away.
Yeah.
But like,
but you have a sort of respect, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like I'm not just gonna go, yo, what's up, bro, innit?
Yeah, I feel like I'm more into the old school ways. You show respect for elders, but I don't show respect regardless because they're older than me. There's no sort of no. You lose my respect instantly. I show you a sign of respect first. Then when you open your mouth and show your opinions, that's when you can lose it instantly.
Yes.
Kids. Yes and no. If I clock on that the kid is aware of their actions, I'll slap the kid.
Any kid?
Yeah, any kid. They'll be like, alright, I know you don't think this is a joke, you know this is pissing me off and you think it's funny. Alright, I don't care how old you are. I won't be nice anymore.
You just
be a worst
fucking
nightmare.
curb stomping a 6-year-old because they're being annoying.
Yeah, I'll slap up a kid, I don't care. I mean, you gotta learn one way. You gotta understand respect. I don't like so people are here and there with like beating and stuff and respect, but sometimes the best form of respect is by some form of punishment or some sort of action or consequence. It's just like it's almost like a primal thing, to be honest. You see it with animals. If anyone's got like multiple pets, you know which one of your pets is a dominant one, and which ones fall in rank, and what they do to sort out respect. And because you also leave them. If you have animals fighting, you leave them to see what the outcome is. If it gets really bad, you stop it. But if you see one dominates and the other one falls in line, you leave it. You just leave them to do what they do.
I always used to love watching my dogs play fight. But I was pretty sick. But
But I mean, like they'll be playing, but you see which one is dominant and says no after a while, and the other one's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Or like if one's younger and the other one's like an older dog or older cat, you can see that they'll mess around a bit. Other times they'll say no, and then yeah.
So I don't think I'd beat a child.
Right. Just this, I don't beat any children. I don't see a child and go,
yo, you fucker,
no respect.
come here.
Slap
Come
you
here.
up. Lick my shoes and something. Like, nah, I don't do that with shit.
Come lick my shoes.
Yeah, kiss my shoes. Step aside when I walk past. Bow down to me.
Bow down to me, child.
Bring me water. We're outside. Go fetch some. I don't do that shit. I'm not that.
Just commanding other people's children around.
Yeah.
I'm older than you. You need to do this.
Yes. Invest your pocket money to me. No, I'm not bullying you or stealing your money. You're investing.
You're investing in your future.
When you're old enough, you'll do the same. That's what the investment is.
So, yeah, I wouldn't beat a child. I think there's an age here, isn't there? Right? If a kid, I know you're going to say no immediately, right?
No, go ahead.
If a kid is like, if they're a teenager, right, then at that point I feel like they should know better. Before that point, if it's a 6-year-old, then I wouldn't beat the child, I'd beat the parent.
Oh, yeah. I'd do both. Yeah.
Where would you start? Would you go for the parent first or the child?
I
feel like it's easier to get the parent out of the way and then go for the child.
I don't know. I think I would.
This is a pretty sick conversation.
No, it's fine. If I was being pestered by a child and it's very annoying, I would talk to the child, give a warning. Then I talk to the parent. If the parent tells me don't tell me how to parent my child, I'll parent both of them with my hand. Slap, slap. The little kid can get a lighter one. The adult can get a bigger one. So it's like, you know this was pestering me. I gave you a warning. So I'm going to discipline you and your child. You, for bad parenting, you're letting this kid grow up wrong. I mean, I'm not saying beating is right or whatever. I'm just saying you're letting your child be a little dick and think that's correct in life. And they're going, we don't need more dickheads.
Have you ever thought about going into Child Protective Services, dude?
What, to clean them up?
To
put
clean
my
them
way
up.
in there.
You imagine, yeah. You haven't got enough money to support your child or whatever, and then my man turns up, just like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, you got to keep good care of this kid, and then just beats the shit out of you.
Nah, if you can't look after your kid like that, you need help financially and stuff from people. If it was your bad choices caused that situation, so you didn't spend your money wisely now that you have these responsibilities, then yeah, I'll go beat you. I beat you, but to a point where you learn your lesson, not to a point where you need to pay hospital fees and you have no money. You know?
Fucking hell. Oh well.
Nah, I always try my hardest to be nice with. Actually, no, I think it's unconditional, my niceness to my missus. Doesn't matter what happened. Same with some pets as well, some animals. Certain animals are dickheads. Some animals, any animal you have as a pet, some are normal, in the sense of that's just a bird, that's just a hamster, that's just this. Then some have those dirty personalities where they fucking know. They know what they're doing. There'll be certain dogs or cats in your life that have picked on you for some reason.
It's that look, you know, just as they're about to do something, like tip over a glass, and they just stare at you in the eye.
Yeah, and they won't do it around other people. It's like, oh, you're a dickhead. Yeah, I don't need to be nice to you anymore. I'm not saying I'm gonna slap a cat, like
just
be better.
Slap a cat out. Yeah.
Be better than you are. Don't be a scar.
Don't be a scar. Be Mufasa. So you're saying your unconditional niceness can, or your niceness can extend to animals as well, after we've just been on a 15-minute tirade about how we're going to milk dolphins.
I'm gonna stroke them while I'm doing it.
Oh, you make them feel good about it, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're just taking your milk.
Yeah, don't worry. Take your milk and I'll feed you. What else are you gonna do with a dolphin? I'm not gonna say I'm gonna ride you. That's like... I'm gonna ride a dolphin.
What do you feed dolphins?
Huh?
What do you feed dolphins?
Dolphins eat all sorts, don't they?
Well, like British all sorts.
I don't know. I don't even know if dolphins eat crustaceans as well. I feel like they'll just eat... Like, dolphins and orcas are beasts when it comes to being predators. The way they target, or the plans have, like, there's some dolphins that know how to blow... when there's certain fish in a group, and the fish are grouping like this, like in a mesh, and they're all moving at the same time. Some... I don't know what dolphins do it, but they will... blow up like a sand or mud ring around them, then the fish think they're actually trapped in that dust ring, but there's nothing there, so they can pass through it, then the dolphins will get them. Or like dolphins will spearhead at an angle so that the other dolphins can come and attack. Orcas deliberately beach themselves to get seals sometimes and go back into what they deliberately beach themselves to attack. So it's like, I don't know what they want to eat. They could probably eat us if they wanted to. I mean, orcas would. I'm sure of it.
We need protection when we're milking.
Needs protection. What can we use?
Something that they wouldn't eat. We'd have to cover ourselves in them. Cover ourselves in Marmite.
In Marmite? I might like Marmite.
That's true.
Yeah, animals like need salt. Like they have salt licks and stuff.
What is something that dolphins would not like?
Oil.
Oil. Yes, let's cover ourselves in oil and go swimming.
Oh god, plastic.
Should we go swimming in the Gulf of Mexico?
Oil. Plastic. Beer cans.
We need to plastic dip ourselves before we do it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you stay there. See me drinking this beer?
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, are you?
Do you know where those plastic hoops are? Do you know where they're going to go? Oh my god, threatening dolphins like that. As if they can talk to us.
Well, apparently they're smart, so maybe.
Yeah, I feel like they could talk to us.
Potentially. Maybe one day we can get like a universal translator. Or a, what were they called in that book, film thing, adaptation with Martin Freeman in? Babelfish? Babelfish. Is that right? What am I thinking of? I keep on wanting to say the Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's not it. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah. Are they Babelfish? Is that right?
I have no idea. To be honest, I have not watched the film. I watched snippets. I've never watched the full thing.
Babelfish. Yeah. Or is this just some web app? Babelfish, free online translator. Hitchhikers. Yes, I'm right. I remembered something from a movie that you didn't know. Well, actually, a book, I guess, that was adapted into a movie.
To summarise, I guess, what Tom's nice to old people, kids and clients, I am nice to animals. I'm nice up to an extent. Sometimes it depends really. I'll be overly nice if I'm reading the mood that you've had a bad day.
I guess a lot of this is down to just judging the situation.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody's being a dick for no reason, regardless of what age they are, then being overly nice to them for no reason is just wasting your own breath on them.
Yeah, the only time I'm in that situation where I do the reverse of what you just said, where I will waste my breath, is in the client situation, where I don't feed their fire and I make them look stupid because I don't rise to it. I continue being polite and nice because I'm on the clock, and it shows in front of their colleagues what they really like. It doesn't look good on them at all. Of course, afterwards, when they're out of earshot, I'd be cussing them or whatever, or if I see them on the streets, be like, aha, yeah, you remember me? I'm not working right now, am I? Let's have a conversation.
But that's not really being nice as much as it's just not playing up to it.
I don't know. It's
because you're not really if you were being nice, you'd rise.
Then.
Yeah, be professional. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're just keeping your professionalism regardless of the situation. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you piss me off and I'm being overly nice, be careful. I'm being I'm not being nice. I'm being professional.
Whenever Dean's nice to me, I know I've pissed him off.
No, I liked him.
Let us see what number 3 is. Topic number 3.
I like how it's just been basically dolphins.
Yeah, the dolphin episode.
It's just animals, dolphins, whales, milking. Yeah.
Milk dolphins.
I don't even know how you do it, but I guess there's a way.
There's got to be a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Would
you rather only travel by donkey or giraffe?
Can I travel by dolphin? I don't get this. Like, why would I ever travel by giraffe? Because you can literally put a saddle on a donkey and ride a donkey.
You don't want to travel on giraffe?
No, because you're not supposed to. Well, I mean, it's not that you're not supposed to. It's just it's more difficult, isn't it?
It's more difficult.
Yeah, like donkeys, you can ride like a horse. I mean, they're going to be slower than like. Well, I don't know, because like you could tame a donkey and get it to actually walk in the direction you want it to go, whereas with a giraffe, they're not, domesticated in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind riding a giraffe. Don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get up there every time.
Yeah, exactly. See, so like you can't just park it somewhere and then walk away.
I mean, I can make a saddle with a ladder in it. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, fine, right. Just right. So in this hypothetical situation, both animals are tame, and they will go in the direction that you want them to go in. Mm-hmm. I still think I'd pick a donkey. You know what I pick? I pick a car.
You still pick a donkey?
Yeah, I think I'd still pick a donkey, man. Like, what's a giraffe's maximum speed? Max speed of giraffe. Wow, they're quick.
They can
60
attack
kilometers
people.
per hour.
They can attack people.
Max speed of donkey. 24 kilometers an hour.
Like, if it's just for like central London, I'll take the giraffe. There's no way someone's going to hit my giraffe by accident.
Very true. Very true.
And giraffes can attack. They swing their heads with their horns.
So basically, you're saying that you want a giraffe so that you can attack people.
An armed robbery. You just smash windows for me.
You imagine, yeah, like it smashes the window for you. The shopkeeper or whoever is behind or wherever you've gone into, the staff there are just like they just see a giraffe. That's very true. I think I would just run away at that point. Whereas if somebody turned up on a donkey, I think I'd just laugh. I don't know. I still feel like donkeys is the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like donkeys have been domesticated for thousands of years.
I'm gonna be the first to domesticate a giraffe.
You're gonna domesticate a giraffe, but the domestication happens over a period of like thousands of years.
I'm gonna be a giraffe whisperer on a giant ladder.
The giraffe whisperer.
I'm gonna be I'll have a double decker and I'll whisper in its ear every day.
Double decker giraffe. Or is that just a giraffe standing on top of another giraffe? A double decker giraffe.
Wait,
how does that work?
A giraffe is quite... Well, I guess it's the males are bigger?
I don't know. I don't really know how giraffes work.
No, I know males have the bigger horns and stuff.
Tallest giraffe. How big are they? 5.7 meters. That's a big giraffe. Where would you sit on it? Would you sit on his neck or would you sit on his back? Because you wouldn't be able to see where he's going if you sat on his back.
Yeah, well, let's put a GoPro or something on its head like a drone. It's a giraffe drone that I ride.
Right. Okay. Oh, this giraffe's big.
I guess I don't know how big their necks are or how wide, but I'm sure you can look over the side like left and right. I guess.
I'm just right. Let's think about this. Right, in a 100-meter sprint, who would be quicker? Giraffes can run quicker, but you'd have to
donkey.
You'd have to jump on its. You'd have to find a way to get on its back. And
If
then
it was,
donkey could set off
if it's a
immediately.
straight line, a giraffe. If it was like zigzagging through traffic, a donkey. Donkey would be like a bike compared to a giraffe, which is like a car.
Exactly, right? But I guess in a giraffe, you could step over the cars. If you're like in like rush hour traffic and everything's at a standstill, you could just walk over the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, a donkey could weave between.
I think donkeys are more maintenance. Don't you have to trim their hair? Giraffes, I don't see them shedding or whatever.
I bet, but they probably do. And also, I think donkeys are probably more acclimatized to our weather than
I know, we've
a
got
giraffe.
giraffes in London zoos.
Yeah, but they're not really supposed to be there.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just taking my giraffe from the zoo.
There you go. So you go steal a giraffe. Actually, yeah,
it's already used to humans. That's the taming, domestication.
this is the challenge here, right? Is you go steal a giraffe from the zoo, and I'll steal a donkey, and we'll see who they go after with more force.
Probably you.
Why? Why would they go after me? There's probably like
They don't want to
three-
harm the giraffe. I'll have a big knife to its neck. I can cut all of its neck,
Here we go.
any part of its neck. Donkey neck, not much room to like grab anywhere.
Yeah, but I feel like they wouldn't care as much if I like took a donkey. If I took a donkey, but you took a giraffe, like I mean, there's got to be what, like 5 giraffes at most in London Zoo. Think of how there's so many donkeys and shit all over the UK.
Yeah, I see the problem in my plan. I feel like I have to make pygmy giraffes or something. Because I still have to swing in motion with the head, and the horns will still be hard. I have giraffes that are half the size.
So you want a baby giraffe,
Yeah.
but then it gets too big. Like my next question was going to be, where do you store it?
Where do I store it?
Where do you put your giraffe? I tell you what, yeah, because what floor are you on in your building?
4th.
So you could probably just walk up the back of the giraffe's neck and then in through a window. You wouldn't even have to go up the stairs.
And then giraffe can handle itself. Who's going to steal my giraffe? I'm going to train my giraffe to attack.
That's true. That's true. How would you start? You have like a pair of car keys that you stick up its arse or
giraffes
something.
actually, when lions actually try to prey on them, on their calves, I think they're called calves, or they're just called rafts. The babies, they're not giga yet, so they're just rafts. They kick lions, not just they use the. The males use their heads for like maintenance, the balls, and then they kick lions, and lions can die from a giraffe kick. Like one kick can kill them.
I can believe this. Looking at these bastards, yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah, so like a human has no
kick must have
chance.
so much force.
Yeah, it's just like kick the humans away from you. That's it. I mean, the only problem is like when it's icy in London, what am I gonna do? Well, like little spikes on its hooves. It's gonna slide and break its legs.
That's where you need a donkey. A donkey could pull me in a sleigh. It's not a reindeer, but it could. I could have a whole team of donkeys.
I'm just imagining our bounty milkers, me and my giraffe, and you and your donkey.
I could milk it at the same time.
I could probably milk my one as well.
There we go. We're going to the seaside to get some dolphins. I guess then getting on a giraffe would probably be better.
Yeah,
because it'd be quicker.
The giraffe will scoop them out of the water.
Yeah, it could pick it up. It's true. It's true.
We can just go in and kick them, and then they're winded, and we'll just drag dolphins out.
Kick a dolphin.
Oh, dolphins will be curious, like, what the fuck's this giraffe? What's this, a giraffe? Never heard of them, mate.
I'm trying to think here what to call this episode, and so far all I've got in my head is animal cruelty.
Don't worry, we're not that bad with animals. It's just a hypothetical sci-fi scenario running through the whole podcast.
Exactly. It's the topic that spans the whole thing. Again, like Beans was last week.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at pictures of giraffes now. Like.
Giraffes are amazing, to be honest.
Oh, you could get it to pick your shopping up and then like bring it to the window. You could go and do the Tesco shopping for you.
Yep.
Or, you get the delivery driver come down. You don't have to go downstairs to pick anything up anymore. Or, Domino's comes, or whoever. Dean's not eating pizza right now. But your takeaway food comes and
Yeah.
your giraffe is just stood outside waiting. The delivery guy gives him the gives the giraffe. Oh, whoops! Gives the giraffe the pizza. Takes it up to the top floor. Perfect. I guess you could also employ a bucket on a piece of rope, which would achieve the same thing, but it's not as fun as having a giraffe.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
You yeet yourself out the window in the morning, fall onto its back, and then just
slide all the way down, fall on its back, and just go to work.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's easy. What was the topic? Because I don't think... Oh, it was about giraffes, wasn't it? It was about giraffes and donkeys.
Donkeys or giraffes, yeah.
Okay,
Would you
okay,
rather,
okay.
ride
We're still actually on topic, which is a surprise. I thought we just veered off in some
I
crazy
just like
direction.
the idea of riding a giraffe. I feel like I can ride a donkey anytime, so if I had to go anywhere, ride a giraffe.
Have you ever ridden a camel?
No, I've not ridden a camel. I think the only animal I've ridden is a horse.
Ah. I've ridden a donkey before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I've ridden a donkey, I've ridden on a camel, and I've ridden on a horse.
Donkey was when you were a child.
Yes.
I knew it.
Like, probably Blackpool Pleasure Beach or something.
Mm.
So it'll be something like that. There'll be these...
Was it in a circle?
No, it's up and down. Up and down.
Oh, okay,
up,
cool.
backwards and forwards. Wasn't in a
You
circle.
didn't like, come on, donkey, let's go.
No, it wasn't anything like that.
Oh, there's a handler or something.
There was a handler. I don't even know... I'm not even sure you can do that anymore. Whether they banned the idea of donkey
ride
riding.
a pony, ride this. I'm guessing if it's children, they claim it's not too much strain on the animal's back or whatever. I don't know.
I was a big child.
I don't know if
I was the same
paid.
size as I am now as a child.
Maybe the donkeys work shifts.
Maybe, yeah, they must have. They can't just be one donkey all day. Now I feel bad for donkeys.
There's actually a real crisis for donkeys in other countries.
Save the donkeys.
Yeah, really, they get treated bad.
If you have the choice, pick a giraffe. Save the donkeys.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, well, they're like, even their hooves were like, overgrown and they can't walk properly and shit like that.
It's sad. It's a sad time for donkeys across the globe.
Mm.
I apologise for my mismanagement of the idea of riding a donkey.
I think it's
when
the
giraffe
name.
was clearly the
like,
the better
regardless of if we knew what a donkey was or whatever, and the connotation of calling someone a person a donkey. Donkey doesn't sound like horse, does it?
No, but they are part of that family of animals.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when you talk about superior horse, like, you don't call you're such a horse. It's like, you're such a donkey. You're an idiot. It doesn't fit, so you know. Yeah, I would take the giraffe. I'm taking the giraffe.
I feel like I've been convinced to take the giraffe. At the same time, if I was living in London, I'd take the donkey. Anywhere else, long distance travelling, gotta take the giraffe.
Long distance, I'll take the donkey.
God damn it! Can't agree on anything.
Nope.
Fine.
Is this the last one? Last topic, or we've got loads of time?
No, we've got enough time. We have time. Time is just a theory.
Time is not relative.
We have infinite time.
It's not relative.
Time is not relative.
Oh, I don't even know.
Wow, what's it going to be? It's a 50-50 chance between two things I can't read. Can't decide? We'll decide for you. What is the most important value you would teach your children and or others? Don't be a dick. Respect animals and donkeys. But don't respect giraffes and dolphins.
Mine was something along the lines of that. Not about the animal bits, but I think if I had to teach someone, or if like someone who's innocent to the world or something, or like this is a child, you need to understand tact and when to lie.
Yes.
Lying is an important thing you need. If you do not know how to lie, it's not going to be very good for you.
For some reason, the only things I can think of here are how to respect alcohol and drugs. But I can't think of a way to say this out loud without it sounded like I want to give a kid alcohol and drugs.
Have your vices, but be aware of them.
Be aware of your limits.
Yeah, of your
And
limits.
don't go overboard.
Yeah,
Because I don't think I'd stop. Like, if my kid came home, or if my kid got drunk when they were like 13, 14, I would rather they called me and said, I'm smashed. I'd rather they were aware of the fact that they could call me, rather than I'm going to be upset when I find out you've been drinking, you know?
I think I'd be upset either way, because if I find out that all of them are smashed, I'm going to be pissed off. Because there should be at least one. There's normally like one person in the group. If you're in a group where everyone's smashed, yeah, anything could happen. If you're in a group where there's always at least some sort of safety guard, normally you take it in turns. But there's normally one person in the group who's less drunk than the rest.
True.
If you're all stupidly smashed or worse, that's when I'd get pissed off.
Would you allow underage drinking in your house on the basis that at least then you know where they are and they're not getting in trouble? That's a loaded question.
No, because they don't deserve it. So for me, when you drink a lot and whatever, it's a vice for celebrating or like for getting relief in stress or whatever, or other issues you have. What issues do you have as a child at a certain age that you need to resort to
drinking?
That you need to resort to drink rather than talking? Or why do you want to drink so much instead of just eating food or random other stuff or having fizzy drinks? Why do you want the drink? If they can come to me with an explanation why they want to have a drink and it sounds good, no, you can have a drink. If you're just telling me my mates do it, it's like, no, you're not having one. If you say like,
using
I'm
drink
interested in this,
yeah, I agree with that. But like, on the flip side of that, my theory here, is that regardless of what I say to you right now, you're gonna do this anyway.
Yeah,
and I'd
true.
rather you were doing it somewhere where if something bad was to happen or somebody was to drink too much, that an adult is there to make sure, somebody doesn't die and they could be taken to hospital, for example. I'd rather that be the case rather than we're going to the park and we're drinking regardless and we're going to overdo it.
I see what you're doing. Then what I would do then, because ideally, I'd take them on a session myself, get them smashed, and be like, you know your limits now, don't you? I'd take them out myself.
That would just encourage me.
That would encourage you.
Yeah.
No, I'd be like, if you ever get this smashed again, yeah, fucking hit the shit out of you, dickhead. Like, you've just learnt your limits, where you've got me as a safety guard to take you home or wherever. Now you know that at what point you're gonna reach before you're gone. You actually know it now. And if you're in a situation where you go past that point and have no way, there's no safety, no one's house or somewhere to go to, that's your own fault, whatever happens. Got to teach them those stuff. Yeah?
Well, yeah, I understand that there has to be consequences, right? But I'd still rather them, even if it's 4 a.m. and they call me, I'd rather them, think that that's the right thing to do, rather than, oh, I'm just going to wing it and see what happens. Or, I'm going to call somebody else. I'd rather them call me.
See, I don't want them to call me when they're smashed. I want them to call me before. Like, if it's a certain time and like I'm still out, I'm gonna get some more drinks, blah blah blah. I have to check with them. How are you right now? And then I don't want to get a smashed phone call from someone. It just piss me off, man. Because I got to figure out where they are.
That's true, but again, it's down to respect and knowing you're there to be able to do that.
Yeah. I guess the way I am with people, if it was my kid or someone else that I was helping out, I guess they'll naturally know what I'm like after a while, so they wouldn't do things to piss me off or to lose my respect.
Exactly.
So I don't think I'm like that type of person that says you can't drink until the certain. So I don't want them. I wouldn't like to have someone whose only purpose of drinking is because they think it's cool or they see other people do it or whatever. If they actually had an interest in it, and then maybe I'll give them a selection. Like, find which ones you like. We'll see what your weaknesses are. Because I'd hate to have like them go out like, yeah, it's okay to drink, and then they get fucking absinthe or some shit or some weird ass cocktail. Those will be my rules. If you're gonna try some weird shit out, don't do it outside.
Do it in a controlled environment.
Yep, and you have to be able to call me when this is happening. So if shit hits the fan, I will go and save you and your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, even then they wouldn't. Some people don't even listen after that.
No, I guess a lot of this comes down to, is this going to be a repeat thing? Right, doing it once or twice is fine to me. You know, if it happens once every 6 months, cool, whatever. If it's every weekend, that's a problem.
Yeah,
and that's when you need to step in and say, look, this isn't happening anymore.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even step in about the drinking. It'll be like, your group of friends ain't good for you, man. They don't even fucking care about your health.
Yeah.
I don't even care about you. These aren't your friends. Go do this with your friends. And then you won't be ending up like this all the time. You know? What was what would you tell her? Advice, was it?
Yeah, what advice would you give to your children, I guess?
It's okay to be gullible, but remember that fucking rule. Was it, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you. Don't always be the fucking fool of all this shit, man. Don't always be so gullible. Don't trust everyone. Don't have your heart in your sleeve.
Yeah.
It's mad how like so many adults are still like that, man. So trusting.
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult. Should we finish off the wheel? What was the final topic? We've got like maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, the final topic.
Can you spin it?
Yeah, I think I can. You know, this is amazing.
I wonder what
if it's not this, I'm gonna laugh.
Should you get What a Kid Asks for Christmas? From Priscilla Joseph. I think this is very dependent on the gift. I'm 6 and I want a bottle of Jack Daniels. It's not happening. I'm 15 and I want a bottle of Jack Daniels. Might happen.
Little tiny one.
Little tiny one, yeah. Again, though, I think it really does come down to the child's behaviour, your financial situation, and the what the kid is asking for. Like, oh, I want a car. No. Like, I mean, if I was a multi-billionaire, then maybe, or even if I was like upper higher class or something, right? Cool, maybe you get a car, but even then, I still feel like there's a limitation to that. I feel like that sort of thing should be earned rather than.
I'm gonna say something like that. If a kid goes to me, I want a PS5 so I can play Spider-Man, I'd tell them, you're trash at games. You're not getting one. It's a waste of money. I'm going to buy it for myself because I know how to play. If the kid doesn't know what they're gonna do with the object or whatever it is, don't buy it for them. If your kid asks for like all those things that everyone had, oh my god, I feel like an old person. Like there's like those Xiaomi scooters, there's motorized, and there's those other ones, 2 wheels, you stand on it. What are they called again? People used to have them
those bloody
Do you know what I'm talking about? Or
even
the
they
one-wheeler
got banned,
ones,
didn't they?
Yeah, if my kid has no sense of balance, can't even ride a bike, what the fuck am I getting on that?
Yeah, that's just a death trap. I
It's
guess.
just stupid. Like, if my kid's not active, what's the point?
Yeah.
My kid's
I
not
mean,
going out.
that's very true. I guess you have to have a certain amount of tact to what you're actually getting as well.
Be aware, like, of what the child is. What is their current, like, you normally see them on, like, maybe character graphs or something, where you have, like, is it a pentagon? And be like, intelligence is important. Like, how many mistakes they make, how clumsy they are, their balance and all that shit. Have a graph of that about your kid. And then whatever they ask can fit into that, and you know immediately, it's like, oh, can I get rollerblades? They're clumsy. No.
But
you can
the
get
other
roller
side
skates,
of this,
you can get the chunky ones with 4 wheels that are balanced, and you can move up to rollerblades slowly. Or do they even have an interest in it? Or is it just a quick, I just saw it, I want it?
yeah, that's very true. But I guess the other side of that as well is, I know you just mentioned this graph, yeah. Like, but why not? If they have an area where they're lacking in them, why not get them something that would help them with that to improve their skills?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like, I guess for like 6 and up, or maybe it's like, let's say 10, if the kid's 10 years old, you've known them for these 10 years. You've seen what they've dropped, what phases they've gone through. You should be aware of what they need and what they don't need. Like, if they want a game console for one game, you know what the simple answer is? Get them a PC and a Steam account. It's job done.
PC master race. If they ever ask for a console, then they're being disowned.
Yeah, if they want a console for multiple games, cool. If they wanted a console just for one game, get them a PC. Let's get them a PC. Honestly.
just get them a PC. Yeah, no, definitely.
If kids are asking for like animals, no. I don't like people
that's
when
very true.
Oh, I got you a gift. And
Got you a dog for Christmas.
I got him a dog for. I saw one on Instagram. They got this baby a dog. The baby doesn't even know what the fucking dog is. Probably thinks it's another baby.
So basically, the parents wanted a dog.
Yeah. So you're basically raising 2 kids now.
I wouldn't mind a dog.
One that's more fragile than the other one.
Yeah. And neither of them know, how to behave around the other thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, alright, if you already had a dog, I wouldn't want to get a dog and a baby at the same time.
The older dog would look out for the kid and check on it. But like, raising both together is not a good idea.
No. Well, I don't know, maybe. I guess it depends on the breed and stuff.
I feel like if it's a baby, like how much attention are you not giving to the animal? And like dogs need attention.
Yeah, that's also very true.
If it was a cat, you could leave the cat. The cat would be chill.
Yeah. So, even then, like if it was a kitten, and then
they need looking after for until they start getting to a certain adult stage, and after that they're chill. Unless you pamper them and they need you that much.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it, because I wouldn't mind having a dog or a cat, but like I don't think it'd be fair on them to have one now whilst we're indoors all the time, but then real life to resume in a couple years' time, and then suddenly they're alone and.
Yeah, exactly. If a kid asks for a pet, you should get them a goldfish.
I don't know. I feel a hamster, goldfish, that type of thing. I feel like
it's some sort of responsibility. If the goldfish is trying not to overfeed them and kill them, with a hamster it's cleaning the cage and everything else. There's some sort of responsibility. If your kid can get that down, they might be able to step up.
And then you can think about having a dog.
Yeah, or a slightly bigger animal.
Yeah. True.
If your kid asks for expensive trainers, no. What's the point?
Mate, that's when you go and wish and get them fake ones.
Yeah, why would you buy like, I don't know, some designer shoes for a child who's gonna outgrow them?
Here's your fake Yeezys, you have no idea they're fake.
Wow. So I saw that there's a video of this kid, he had a Marni watch, all his clothes were designers, like
no, that's
why?
Stupid.
Why? What's the point? What's the purpose? You can't be a child in those clothes. You better not dirty those clothes.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
I mean, if you've got stupid amounts of money, fine, do what you want to do. Spoil your kid.
Even then, like, I feel like there's a limit, because then you just create spoiled children, right, who can't live by themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to, like... I guess if you slowly rose up to money... If I slowly rose up to money, like, suddenly I get into money and whatever, I wouldn't try to spoil my kids. I mean, the life would be better anyway than without all that money, but I wouldn't deliberately do it. They have to learn that they have to earn it.
Yeah, exactly. They don't just get everything for free.
Yeah, even if I was like gonna drop off, it'd be like, you ain't inheriting shit if you've not actually done anything with your life. If you're just waiting on me all the time, it's like, that money's not going to you anyway.
Where would you send it? Or is that a topic for another day? What would you do with your inheritance after you die? Where would you want it to go?
I think I'd put some clause in there.
No spoiled children allowed anything.
Some sort of thing where, like, are they able to manage their life? And then I have someone who can really actually give them a description of what I think a person who's done something with their life a bit.
That's a lot of trust to put in a single person, though, to be able to make that decision.
Maybe a firm. I'll write it down, or I'll do a dictation of it, you know. And they can play it back. Then they can ask them, do you have this? We've checked. Do you have this? Do you have this? Okay, you don't get it yet. You don't get any of it yet until you've actually... So
it's held against... So eventually they could earn it. It's not just going to be thrown into some pile somewhere and
they
and
never
can touch it.
If they can't earn it, then the same clause goes down. Some of the money goes down to the agency looking after it to continue doing this down the generations. So no one can get the money until they meet the thing.
Until they meet
maybe like
criteria.
great granddean child.
Granddean
would get the money. Yeah.
Okay, I see. That's a pretty cool idea. So, we've hit our quota for today.
Yeah, we have.
We have. Do you have any closing statements, sir?
If anyone wants to be a bounty milker, let us know. We are taking recruits now.
We are.
And I guess for the question of the week, what sci-fi universe would you be a part of, and what do you think you would be doing? What crazy
shenanigans do you think you'd be up to?
Yeah, would you suddenly end up doing the same stuff and decide, I want to be a bounty milker too? Or would you find something else to do, or try and get into one of the main cast or whatever of that universe?
Yes, I'd like it. Have a good week, everybody.
Yeah.
See you next time. Good day.